Hey guys, you're listening to Actually English, the podcast that takes real English from the real world and breaks it down so it actually makes sense. Made for intermediate to advanced speakers who want to learn everything that the textbooks don't teach. I'm your host, Jenna. Let's get started. Welcome back to Actually English. I am so glad that you're here with me today. Let's go ahead and get started. In this episode, we are going back to Reddit. We are not going to Am I the A-hole Reddit. We are going to go to relationship advice, okay? We're going to read a story about a friendship that seems to be breaking, somebody who is losing her best friend. In the story, we are going to hear a few sayings and a few phrasal verbs. Do you guys remember what a phrasal verb is? That's when you have a verb and then a preposition. For example, pack up, or make out. As always, I will read the full post first, and then we're going to go back and decode it together. Let's get into it. Just listen and see how much of it you naturally understand. Title: My best friend of 13 years has been pulling away for almost a year, and I don't know what I did wrong. To give some context, I'm 29, female, and my best friend is 28, female. We've been friends for 13 years. We've always had a really close friendship. We spent most of our youth together, and we were genuinely the best of friends. This past year, I went through a very rough time with the relationship. I opened up to her about it, and she gave me great advice. I've always returned the favor when she went through a rough patch too. That's just how we've always been. I've always included her in my life, inviting her to family events, my son's birthday parties, everything. But lately, she has been putting off seeing me and my family for almost a full year now. I don't know what I did wrong. She has pushed me away slowly. I'm not sure if it had something to do with the year of hell I went through. Maybe it was too much for her to handle, but I genuinely don't understand what I did wrong. I called her out on it a couple of months ago, and she blamed it on being too busy. I even offered to drive 45 minutes to visit her. We had it all planned, and then the day of, she said she was too busy and had to work. I've never been one of those clingy friends. I've always given her her space, respected her boundaries, and never made her feel suffocated. So I really am at a loss at what to do or say to her anymore. Has anyone been through something like this? Any advice? All right, that was a lot, so let's break it down. We are going to cover 6 sayings, a couple of which will be those phrasal verbs, okay? Those things like speak up, act out, phrasal verbs. Number 1, a rough patch. A rough patch is like a hard time, a period of difficulty, a period of time when you're stressed out. In the post, it says, I've always returned the favor when she went through a rough patch too, meaning she was always there for her when she was going through a difficult time. But this poster does not feel like her friend is there for her now. An example sentence is, my boyfriend and I haven't been talking much. We have been going through a rough patch. Or, I'm sorry I haven't texted back. I've been going through a rough patch lately. Number 2, she has pushed me away slowly. To push someone away is almost always emotionally, not literally. You're not there using your arms and pushing somebody away from you. You're not saying go away. You're just slowly starting to disappear from their life. You are creating emotional distance from somebody. An example sentence is, we don't fight. I just feel her pushing me away. It's when you stop being emotionally available to somebody. to push someone away. Number 3, to call somebody out. In the post, it says, I called her out on it a couple months ago. Okay, she directly addressed her friend's behavior of canceling and pulling away. To call somebody out is to put a name to somebody's bad behavior, to directly tell them what they are doing and why it's wrong. For example, the cashier gave me the wrong change back and tried to play dumb, so I called her out on it. When you don't like what somebody is doing and you don't stay quiet, instead you say, hey, why are you doing that? That is calling somebody out. Number 4, clingy. Clingy is when you are really attached to somebody, but you are too attached. So when you never give somebody space, somebody who has to do everything with you. For example, my dog is really clingy. He follows me to the bathroom. He follows me outside, everywhere. Okay. An example sentence. We broke up because she was too clingy. She didn't even let me go to the bathroom alone. Okay. Think of clingy like sticky, like tape, something that's always sticking to you. That is clingy, just always on top of you 24/7. So in the post, she says, I've never been one of those clingy friends, right? She's trying to defend herself, the poster, and say, I give her her space. I don't overwhelm her. I'm not around her 24/7 or calling her 24/7. So why is she acting like this? Number 5, Number 5, at a loss. Okay. I am at a loss of what to do. I am at a loss at what to do. When you are at a loss of what to do, you don't know what to do next. You don't know what decision to make. You have a lack of knowledge of what to do or what to say. And it's typically used when something so surprising happens that you can't think of what to do next, or you can't think of the next step. I'm at a loss at what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss at what to do. I don't know what to do. Number 6, to put something off. To put something off is to avoid doing it or to postpone doing something, okay? To just simply do it later. Think of that sink full of dishes. You keep saying, yeah, I'm going to do it, but then you put it off and you put it off. And then 10 o'clock comes around, you want to go to bed, but there is a sink full of dishes because you put it off all day. Another example, I stayed up all night doing my essay because I put it off for 2 weeks. Okay? To put something off is to avoid doing it. Let's summarize. A rough patch is a hard time. To push someone away is to distance yourself emotionally. To call someone out, to confront them. Clingy is too emotionally demanding. At a loss is when you don't know what to do next. And lastly, to put something off is to avoid doing something. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. Sometimes in relationship advice, the comments can be very genuine and very helpful, but not all the time. All right? The first comment says, nah, but I want to gently offer a different perspective. Sometimes people pull away, not because of something you did, but because of something they're going through internally. Depression, burnout, shame about their own lives. These things make people go through withdrawal even from people they love the most. It might have nothing to do with you at all. Did you guys catch any phrasal verbs in there? I saw one. Pull away. Pull away is really really similar to push away. It just depends on who's doing it. If you are pushing someone away or if they are pulling away from you. And the second comment says, stop chasing. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. Every time you reach out and she cancels, you're teaching her that there are no consequences for doing that. Give her some real space. Not a week, but actual space. Sometimes people don't realize what they have until it's not reaching out anymore. If she values the friendship, she'll notice. Okay, in that one, I heard 2 phrasal verbs. Let's go over them. The first one I heard was hear me out. This person, this commenter says, I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. This is a really common phrase when somebody is about to say something that might be uncomfortable or controversial. You're asking for patience before the difficult part. When you know somebody might react to your comment, you're asking them to hear you out. Just listen before you come and react. Listen to me. Hear me out. Give me a chance to explain before you react. The other phrasal verb in that comment is reach out. It says sometimes people don't realize what they have until it's not reaching out. Reach out is to try and make contact, right? To send a text saying, hey, how are you? Let's hang out, right? To try and make contact with somebody else. Since today's post is all about relationships and we already went over several vital phrasal verbs, I want to give you guys a little bonus section and I want us to go over a few more phrasal verbs, okay? The first one is open up. Open up. When you open up, you can think of it as opening your feelings and letting other people in. Sharing your feelings or personal information with someone. She finally opened up to me about what she was going through. To check on someone. To check on someone is to contact somebody to see how they are doing, especially during a hard time. For example, I try to check on my grandma every few weeks just to see how she's doing. A text or a call will do. Last one, grow apart. To grow apart. Grow, we know, is something that happens naturally. So when you grow apart from somebody, it typically means that you guys are moving in 2 different directions. And little by little, you stop becoming part of each other's lives and you grow apart. An example, we grew apart after she moved away. Grow apart. It's challenge time. This week's challenge is a writing one, and it's personal. I want you to write 5 to 8 sentences in English describing a relationship in your life. It could be a family member, a friendship, or a colleague from work. Use at least 4 of the phrases from today. You can use any of the vocabulary we learned, the phrasal verbs, any of those things. For example, a rough patch, at a loss, clingy, put off, check in. Okay? Any of those you can use. It doesn't have to be a difficult situation. It can be something positive too. The goal is just for you to make this vocabulary your own and relate it to something in your own real life. When you're done, I want you to share it with me on Instagram. You can find me at Actually English Podcast. I read everything that you guys send me. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking around until the end of the episode. It means so much to me. I really do hope that today's episode gave you some new vocabulary and a new way of thinking about how English works when you're talking about emotions, okay? Take care of yourselves, keep learning, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.